All right, welcome back. Joining us virtually is none other than April Sins, friend of the show. April, good afternoon. Thank you so much for being here with us today.
Good afternoon, Taylor. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So we're talking tailgating today. What you got?
Yes, so I'm so excited because it's tailgating season, and people often think of chips, dips, and wings when you think of
Yeah.
tailgating, right?
Yeah.
So whether you're home or away, we can add some things to your tailgating to make a more of a healthy flair. And
Okay.
so I have a few things right here to show you. And the first thing I want to talk about is chips and dips.
I
So
love a
when you
chip
have
and
your
dip.
chips and dips, you want to look for some things that might be more filling whenever you're grazing the table. So those things are going to be things that have like some fiber and some protein. Some chips with lentils and beans. Those can often make you a little bit fuller, while you're grazing. Also, some whole wheat crackers, like some Triscuits, something like that, can be great.
Yeah.
And then don't forget about your veggie dipper. So cucumbers sliced
Oh,
can make a great
wow.
dipper.
That's probably
Also,
one of
some
my
bell peppers.
favorite things is taking cucumber and dipping it in some hummus.
Yes.
It's underrated, I feel like.
Yes, and that's a great dip too. Great point, because hummus is a really good dip to have, and also guacamole. And then I wanted to show you this kind of chip and dip kind of idea. Is you take one of your regular veggie trays and then make some little individual cups. So I
Okay.
just took the ranch that was in it, I put it at the bottom of the cup, and then I put the veggies at the top, and that way everybody has their little individual little kind of
That's
salad
smart
in a
too.
cup, right? And then another thing too is don't forget about your air fryer. So when it comes to wings and things like that, a lot of times those are fried, really heavy, high fat foods, higher calories. So if you want to make it a little bit healthier, don't forget about your air fryer. And you can grab even some plant-based chicken tenders. That's what these
What?
are. And
Those are
and just
plant-based?
these are plant-based. It's called Incognito, and it's a plant-based chicken tender. And I paired it with a sugar-free barbecue sauce as well.
Those look like
So
real
that just
chicken
kind of
tenders.
adds, yes. Oh, and they taste great too.
I'm
My
sorry, I'm floored by this.
Yes, yes, really, really good. And so it's super simple because these are just three ideas that are things that you can just add to your
Yeah.
tailgating and just kind of make a little bit of a healthier flair to your menu.
I love this. April, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to check back in later on, but guys, don't go. All right, welcome back. We're checking back in with April Sins. She is all ready for tailgating season. Hey, April.
Hey, I got my pom-poms ready for tailgating. Yes. So, super exciting. We're going to be
Yes.
making some really delicious, healthy items that we can add to our tailgating spread. The first one I'll show you is just going to blow your mind because you're going to say, that is just so easy. I have to make that today.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm intrigued.
All right. So I'm going to take a can of black beans. We're going to make a black bean dip. Very, very simple. I drain the can of black beans. Now, if you're not a big black bean fan and you want to choose a different kind of bean, you can also make this with a different
Okay.
kind of bean. So I'm going to just pour the whole thing into my little blender or food processor. And then the second ingredient is going to be either a light sour cream. That's what I have right here. If you don't have that, you can also use a light mayonnaise or a regular mayonnaise.
Okay.
And this is just a little bit to taste of cumin, okay? And the cumin just kind of gives it that little bit of taste
Yeah.
that you want in that background. But I'm going to save your ears today. I already have some made, but you can see
And that's what it
how
looks like?
beautiful. This is what it looks
Wow.
like. Yes, it's ready to go, ready to scoop and dip. And it's a really, really easy dip. Keeps well in the refrigerator as well.
Okay.
Pair that with your veggies or your whole grain chips. Really good combination.
I love
Another
this.
thing too is in the fall, we think of soups, right?
Oh, yes.
So why? Yeah. So I have this Rouses tomato basil soup that I picked up, and you could either make it in bowls, but I was thinking this would be nice if you had little small bowls to make individual. This is just a ramekin that I have, so that way you can have some little individual servings.
I love that.
To just kind of graze with. And then I have a fruit kebab. So you could use any fruit. I have a big pineapple spear on here with a couple of grapes. But this is just a really fun way to make your whole spread look really pretty, but also really nutritious and delicious. And then one other item, can't forget cheese, right? So I
No,
have
you
some
can't forget
cheese.
the cheese.
Right, right. Perfect combination. So I have some cheese right here. It's already sliced, and I have some whole grain crackers to pair with that. Just make it super simple and delicious, and just really easy to grab and go.
Yeah. And we were talking to, like, you don't have to spend a lot. Like, you didn't spend a lot to make this, and you have so many different options right now.
Yes, definitely. If you grab some different colors of produce items, your fruits, your veggies, cut them up, it really makes a lot more. This is just one
Yeah.
cucumber. This is just one
Mm-hmm.
pepper, and this is just one pineapple. So it just really makes a nice spread for people to be able to graze on that and just to
I
have
love it.
something really delicious.
I love it. Well, April, always knocking it out of the park. Thank you so much for joining us virtually today.
Thanks so much for having me, Taylor.
Of